Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl K jumping with another video. It's gonna be a little story time or whatever. I love story times, they're always my favorite. So today's story time is gonna be about my weirdo ex-friend. Okay, yeah, so I had this guy friend. We was really cool. We had been friends since I was probably like seven or eight. Anyways, I ended up meeting him one summer. He was visiting family and he was cute to me, but it wasn't like oh my gosh, I have a crush on him type. He was a cute kid. Like it wasn't like I want him or we're gonna grow up, we're gonna be together type thing. It's just like, oh, he's cute. Okay. Around when we were like probably like 15 or 16, he stopped coming down here a lot. Like, so I didn't see him no more. Like I didn't see him anymore. Like I saw him like every year or a lot, like almost every weekend from the time that I was like 7 to like 15 or 16, and then I didn't see him anymore because he stopped coming down here. I don't know if the family he had here moved or if like they died or anything. I don't know what happened. So, but we were really good friends by that point. So, we would like talk to each other like online just to keep in touch, but I hadn't seen him in a long time. So, fast forward to like, this was literally like a few years ago, probably like 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago. About 4 years ago. He came here. And I was just like, oh my gosh. He told me, like, he hit me up and he told me, he was like, because we kept in contact all that time. Like, we never, like, fell off. So, like, he's like, yo, I'm in your town. I'm like, what? And he's just like, yeah, I thought I would come visit. I hadn't been there since we were kids and da-da-da. And he was like, I want to see you. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So, we met up. You guys went and got some Chinese food. And yeah, you know how like you don't like somebody, you don't be feeling somebody, but like you just flirt with them anyway. So I was kind of doing that, and I was just picking with him. I guess is what I was really doing. I wasn't really flirting. I was just kind of picking with him, and he kept getting a text from somebody. He said I thought it was his girlfriend. He said he didn't have a girlfriend, but I really didn't care. Well, I was just like, somebody show blowing that phone up for you not to have no girlfriend. Who is that blowing that phone up? You want me to tell her I said hi? And he was like, it's not no girl, chill, bruh. Like, I'm just like, And so, like, it just kept going off. And, like, I felt like he was lying. I want to know who it was. So I snatched his phone. Like, let me see. Turns out it wasn't a girlfriend. It was his brother. But since I had his phone, I decided to be nosy. Yo, why did I decide to be nosy? So I'm going through his text message and he's like, I don't really care, ain't nothing in there. I ain't hide nothing. But he still was looking kind of like, don't really do that. So I'm just going through his texts. I'm like, who is Lynn? Who's Elizabeth? These are fake names. These are not the names in the phone. Who is Elizabeth? Who is Karen? Who is Kaylin? Rambling off like different female names in his phone. And he was like, oh, that's my cousin. That's this girl I went to school with. That's my brother's girlfriend. Just telling me who everybody is. And I'm just like, oh, she's cute. Like, because I'm looking at like their little picture like that you have for each person. Yeah. So, like, I start opening the text instead of just, like, scrolling. So, I find a text of him talking to his brother. And I don't know exactly who he's talking about. But I'm just kind of like, it made me feel weird. Because he was like, but I've known her so long. And his brother's like, well, if you're going to shoot your shot, shoot your shot. Not the brother that had the girlfriend, by the way. And he was like, if you don't, I will. And he's like, yo, I would kill you. You know how long I liked her. And I'm just like, okay. And I was just like, so you do have a crush on someone? And he's like, what are you talking about? It's like, your text with your brother, shoot your shot at her. And he's like, shoot my shot at who? I was like, I don't know. Y'all was talking. Tell me who I'm trying to see. So, He's like, bro, that's nothing. Like, I don't have a crush on nobody. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just like, okay, whatevs. So, like, I go on his Instagram and I'm just, like, looking at his Instagram, like, the comments and stuff on Instagram. That's right, y'all. I was all up in the chids, okay? I'm, like, all up in there. So, I'm looking through his Instagram and just thought I just being nosy, looking at different people. A bunch of chicks be liking his pictures. Like, he was kind of popular. Like I said, he was a nice-looking guy. Like, he was not an ugly guy at all. And but like I don't know, because I had known him so long and we never fell off. Like, I feel like had we fell off like throughout those years and stopped talking and then reconnected, then there may have been a chance for us to date. But because we continue to talk, I felt like more of a brother vibe with him. Like, that's my brother. Like, that's how I felt. So I'm gonna hurry up, my battery's low. So when that happened, I'm just like, oh, okay. You know, I was like, you got females, like a lot of females that want you. Like, they own these pics, boy. They are on these pics. So he's like laughing. He's like, you're stupid. I'm just like, no, like, for real, look at all these girls that want you. It's like, she's cute. She got a nice butt. Why you not hollering at her? He's like, she's not my type. And I'm just like, well, what's your type? And he's like, you. And he starts laughing. I'm just like, you're so stupid. Like, I hate you. And I just, like, I don't even think nothing of it. I just keep scrolling, like, being nosy. So I'm done with his Instagram. I go to his Facebook and I start, like, looking through his Facebook messages and stuff. He's not really talking to no females. So I asked him, I'm like, are you gay? Like, you don't talk to no girls. Like, I was like, I'm like the only girl you really talk to. He's like, yeah. And I just, like, keep going through his stuff. And he's just like, what you doing? I was like, nothing. And I was like, you play the lamest games. Because he still had, like, Angry Birds and stuff. Like, who's playing Angry Birds, like, 4 years ago? Like, nobody. And he was just like, well, what should I play? And I was, like, putting him on, like, some games or whatever. And he's like, oh, that looks fun. Like, so I was telling him, like, some stuff to play. Then I just started going through other stuff. And I opened his pictures, y'all. And I'm looking, like, through, like, his camera pictures first. And it ain't nothing, like, too weird. Like, obviously, you know, you got the obvious you do what you do. You got those type of pics. And excuse me. And so, like, I'm still scrolling through his pictures and he's just like, what are you doing? Why is your hand moving so fast? I'm like, I'm just scrolling through your pictures. And he's like, no, give me my phone. And I'm just like, ooh, good stuff. Cause, you know, like, why are you even okay with me and all your stuff? But when it's like, when I'm in your pictures, your heart racing. Good stuff. So I keep going, then, like, I go out of the camera gallery and I go to the screenshots and it's just like a bunch of memes and stuff, and I just keep scrolling through the memes. I'm like, oh, you got good memes. And I started sending them to myself because I'm like, this one funny. Ooh, I'm gonna send that to so and so. Ooh, my homegirl gonna laugh at this. Like, and I'm like, and he's like literally sweating and he's like, yo, can you really give me my phone? And I'm just like, let me finish, because I'm annoying and I'm a brat, so let me finish. It's like, whatever, bro. Like, for real. My mom, I'm giving it to you in a minute, dang. So I'm just scrolling, and I should have gave him his phone, but I didn't. And I scroll. I see, like, because I don't know if y'all know, like, it has, like, 3 squares, and, like, those pictures, I see the latest 3 pictures I posted on my Instagram. And I keep scrolling. And I see 3 more. And I keep scrolling. And I see 3 more. And 3 more. And 3 more. This man literally had pretty much my whole Instagram feed saved in his phone. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, and he's like, give me my phone. And I'm just like, here. And I just like give it to him. And he's just like, it's not what it seems like. I'm just like, what even is it then? And he's just like, look, man, like, look, man. He said, then he goes, I told you to give me my phone, but you had to keep going to my phone. And I was just like, I didn't know, like. And he just goes, so how do you feel about me? And I'm just like, you're fun to talk to. I look at you like a brother. And y'all, I feel so bad because I literally saw this man's heart break. But, like, I feel like it would have been worse had I, like, oh, I like you, and then he felt like he had a chance, and then I just, like, I had to tell him later, so I was just like, I look at you like a, and I literally, like, his head dropped, his he looked like he wanted to cry. Like, my heart hurt for him, you guys. I felt so bad. But, like, I just didn't want to, like, lead him on. Like, 'cause I had never said anything to him to make him feel like I wanted more than a friendship with him. Like, I would tell him about my boyfriends and all types of stuff. So, like, I never thought he looked at me like that. So, to find out that he did, it's just kind of weird. And then, like, to find out the way I did with, like, pretty much my whole Instagram feed saved in his phone, it was just super creepy. I don't know, you guys. Maybe I was like overreacting to being weird about it, but like, he didn't talk to me for like a really, really, really long time. Like, he didn't talk to me for almost 4 months. And then when he did, he talked to me just to tell me, he was like, I don't think I can just be friends with you. So I wish you the best. He was like, I hope you find the man in your dreams and he makes you happy. He said, but I can't do this anymore. And I completely, y'all, it hurt me because like I said, we had been friends for so long. And I looked at him like a brother, but at the same time, I completely understood. And I had to respect that. If he ever wants to be friends again, I wouldn't be like, no, because you cut me out. Like, because I could understand, like, that man needed to go heal because he probably been feeling this way for a long time. And to me, it was just like a joke. Like it wasn't even a joke. Like, it was just friends. Like, I didn't know. And I never looked at him that way. Like, had he said something sooner, or we actually, when he stopped coming, like, lost contact, then maybe. Because like I said, he's a nice looking guy, but because we never had lost that contact and we were in constant conversation, the way our bond felt was just like best friend brother vibes. So I just really felt bad. I felt horrible. But if he sees this, he knows who he is, because I don't know if he still be on my social media or whatever. He still follows me on Instagram, but I don't know if he still like checks it out. So if you see this, I am so sorry that I hurt you. I never meant to do that, and your friendship meant the world to me. I just could never see us being more than friends because of the way our friendship played out. But I hated that I had to hurt because he's a really sweet person. I hate that I had to hurt a good person. So yeah, that's really all, you guys. I'm KJ. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video, and I'm out.